Industry Insider is only available at Promo Corner, the leader in digital marketing for the promotional products industry. Each Monday, they discuss, dissect, and debate a single issue impacting the world of promotional marketing from every industry perspective. Now, it's time for Promo Corner's Industry Insider.
Welcome to another edition of the Industry Insider, your promotional products podcast where you can get all the nerdy news you need to know about. My name is Jeff Franklin. I'm the National Accounts Manager with Headwear USA, and I'm joined today by three other lovely folks. But before we get to them, I got to tell you, this fine broadcast that you're about to witness is being brought to you by our good friends over at Tervis. Tervis has been around since 1946 and is celebrating 75 years in business. Started with their classic line. And look, they've got sleek styles that make perfect for the active and on-the-go lifestyle. And Tervis is the original double-wall insulated drinkware that keeps your cold drinks cold and reduces condensation. And look, they're backed by a made-for-life guarantee as well. Tervis is the original customizable double-wall insulated drinkware that keeps your hot drinks hot and your cold drinks cold. Available in several sizes, including a 16-ounce mug, 16 or 24-ounce tumbler, a 24-ounce water bottle, and they're made from Triton plastic, made in America, lifetime warranty, dishwasher, and microwave safe, and they're BPA free. So be sure to go check them out at tervispromos.com. You will not be sorry that you did. So look, said that we're joined today by three other lovely folks. We've got a great topic for you, but why don't we say hi to Stephen McFadden?
Hello. How are you? I'll give you a little personal tidbit. I was just telling the folks before we jumped on that I have started playing outdoor soccer, and I now realize how out of shape and old I am.
That'll do it.
So,
yeah,
yeah.
I still feel like I could just jump into any recreational sport and still perform at my 20-year-old level. And as soon as I would try, I'd probably break a hip.
Yeah, it's shocking.
I'm probably 5 years removed from a kickball league, and I don't even know that I could join that again without pulling something. So, Meg Erber, how are you? You look nice today. You've done yourself up for the podcast. How about you?
Oh, look at you tossing out the compliments. I'll take it. Oh,
well, Shannon Loretto hasn't said anything yet. At least I don't think. I can't get into the comments.
New day, new hair. Well, like Steven, I'm also partaking in a new outdoor activity. We've been kayaking every weekend, and that's been fun. New fun thing to do with the family, get outside, get some sun on.
Have you been doing it every weekend?
How?
Have you?
Oh, yeah. Well, we just last weekend since we got back. But yeah, trying to find.
Are you taking your youngest with you?
Yeah.
And is she on the same boat as one of you, or does she have her own?
No, she's not old enough to have her own yet. So she's just in mine. We did get a really, really big one. That's like a 13.5 foot, but it doesn't really fit on our trucks legally. Yeah. So we got to figure that out. But in the end, she's fitting in mine and he has his. So
do you have a sit in or a sit on top?
I have a sit in and he has a sit on top. We tried that last week. It was like, oh, so I brought it back.
And he's able to fit in there with you?
Oh, it's huge.
Oh, okay.
Huge. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, the reason I ask is, like I said, we've recently got some kayaks too, and we want to be able to take the girls with us because it's really the only way we're ever going to be able to go.
Yeah.
So just trying to get the insider scoop from a professional, you know?
Oh, you know.
Yeah. We're also joined today by a very special guest, Dave Shultz. We tried to get him on several times, and he keeps denying me. But then Meg asks him like one time, and he's like, "Oh yeah, sure, Meg, we'll get right in there."
I just told him.
I never tried. I just didn't want to be rejected.
I know. There's sometimes you ask me to be on the show. I know you're really asking for Mark or Catherine or Bobby. I get it. It's fine. I'm like second fiddle, but yes, happy to be here today. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. How are you?
I'm good. And I'm doing what Steven's doing and trying to like relive some of my youth too. I signed up for a triathlon next weekend for my birthday, and I haven't really trained for it, so it's gonna hurt.
You like signed up yesterday for next
last
weekend,
week?
Or
yeah, last week.
No big deal.
It was, you know how it happened. You're sitting around at a happy hour, and all the guys are like, "Let's sign up for this triathlon," and only two of us wound up signing up for it. So there you go.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Remind me not to go drink with your friends.
Yeah. Yes.
Kind of
awesome though.
things happen on our board too. I texted everybody the other day. I was like, we're gonna do a hype video. And then like Danny Rosen and Mandy Rudd sent me, and that was it. And I was like, all right, this is what we're doing.
Only Meg can get people to shadow box in their pajamas or whatever they were wearing.
It was pretty good. It was a good hype video. I'm impressed. I was tagged in it this week. You know, it was nice to actually see it.
I tried.
Look, really cool video, and we're here to talk to you about a great cause today that PromoCares is putting on. Meg, if you guys didn't know, Meg is one of the newest members of the PromoCares board and has been helping out tremendously. Dave is also on the board, and the fine folks that she recruited for that hype video are also on the board. Our good friends, I guess it was Danny, right? I couldn't tell. He was wearing the lucha mask, so.
Yeah, it was a little frightening, but yes, that was Danny in that mask.
Very cool. Danny Rosen and
oh, so funny enough, my initial inspiration with that, I was going to text one of you two to see if one of you had one of those masks, and I was going to make you guys be mental illness, but he sent that over, and I was like, perfect. So you guys can take this week.
Did you just assume I had a lucha mask because my wife is Mexican?
No, but because
yes.
And Steven and I would definitely have one.
All right. Well, fair enough. Awkward silence is cool. All right. So topic for today is all about mental illness and the event that you guys have coming up, Sleep In for Good. Not permanently, just for a good cause. And so ultimately, why don't we ask Dave? Well, first, Dave, it is customary. Pardon me, we got sidetracked there. It's customary for us to give our guests a good 3 to 4 minutes to run down sort of who you are, how you got started in the promotional products industry is always a really cool tidbit to talk about, and sort of what you've been up to since. So you're on the clock, sir.
Okay. I think I can do it in less than 3 minutes easily, but yeah, my story is a lot like many people in this industry who land here unwittingly or unknowingly, like it wasn't pre-designed, right? So my undergraduate degree was actually in meteorology, believe it or not. And I was working as an environmental scientist, basically helping factories like the ones that we work with now in our industry that manufacture products figure out how to comply with the Clean Water Act, the Clean Air Act, all of these kind of things. And did that for a few years. And then I was in graduate school at the time studying engineering management, computer science, and got this call from a recruiter about a startup company in Kansas City that was developing a website to sell promotional products and help suppliers and distributors communicate, things like that. And it was Distributor Central. So I went to work for them and was there for 17 years until Mark and Catherine twisted my arm into coming to join the amazing team at CommonSku almost 3 years ago now, believe it or not. So that's kind of how I got started in this industry. Been in the technology side of this industry ever since. And by the way, that reminds me, I wanted to mention last week's episode was great with, was it Dustin Wicks talking about PPEF, just because having been somebody who's donated to that organization now for my entire time in this industry, basically, and now having a child who is a sophomore in college and a 2-time PPEF scholarship winner, I really appreciated that conversation. So
yeah,
cool stuff.
We actually mentioned that on the episode too, right? That your kid was one of the
I mentioned afterward. I don't know.
I think it was after I saw your name.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's super cool. So neat organization. Glad to have them around, and really cool stuff that they're doing. So yeah, I've been with CommonSku 3 years now. And it's been about that amount of time, maybe even a year longer. I'm trying to remember when I was at Danny's Band Together event in Raleigh and got together with him and Roger Burnett and Bill Petrie and at the time, Tony Wavering with Promo Hunt. And that's kind of how PromoCares got its start, was really just trying to find a way to kind of highlight all the good that's going on in the industry out there in terms of suppliers that are doing things, whether it's eco-friendly, corporate social responsibility, all of these things. It's a pretty wide net, obviously. And so we've over time narrowed it down to kind of a few core tenets. And that's really how it got started. And then over the years, we've added Meg, we've added Mandy Rudd, we've added Denise Taschereau, some really amazing people that are helping us do some really cool stuff. And this event really is kind of the first event that we've ever done. So it was really exciting to really have something to sink our teeth into. And when I say that, I'm saying Meg and Mandy have basically put their blood, sweat, and tears into this for the last 6 months or so to kind of craft this. And, I'm sure I was invited on just, as the eye candy, I guess, today, but they're the ones that have really done all the work in this thus far. But really excited to get this launched next week and host the event in November. So this is gonna be great.
David, it's actually really interesting that you mentioned that, because we may or may not be having Danny Rosen on next week to talk about Band Together.
Oh, excellent.
Possibly,
Good.
maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Excellent. I
Every
just,
year.
just booked my tickets to Band Together, so I'm excited.
Awesome. Every year I always find out about it afterward, and I'm always like, oh, my friends are hanging out and I'm not there. And then this year I'm finally like in the inner circle. So I'll definitely be there. I'm really excited about it.
I think it was the, I don't remember what year it was when I saw all the photos, and it's like, oh yeah, I got to go to that next year. It's like, come on, it's live music. It's my thing. So yeah, it's really, really great event that they put on down there in Raleigh.
That's going to feel really good this year too, especially, I would imagine.
For sure.
Oh, it definitely. And I was actually at the beach this weekend with one of my best friends from Lancaster, and her cousins, I think, are from Raleigh, and they happen to be in town. I was like, oh, I'm going to be in Raleigh in October. And they were like, what, Band Together? And I was like, what? I was like blown away that it's two people that I've never met that I know kind of now, but they go, and they're going to go this year. So super excited about that.
Very cool. Well, we'll save that for next week, Meg. Let's get back on topic.
Come
All
on.
right, all right.
Back on topic. Did I stay in my allotted 3 minutes? I don't even know.
Close enough. We've sidetracked you a little bit. So, Meg, why don't we first of all, for anybody that doesn't know what PromoCares is, why don't you give us a brief rundown of what PromoCares is?
Well, sure. Well, we had Roger back on like probably a little over a year ago to kind of explain what PromoCares was. And as David said, we really want to highlight suppliers and distributors that are just doing good. We're a group of do-gooders that have just things that we really want to align ourselves with and bring to light in our industry. And when I came on board last year, we started talking about having this type of an event, and we needed a cause, needed a reason. And Danny Rosen actually had brought up, why don't we focus this on mental health? A year out of a pandemic, or actually we were still in the pandemic at that time. And so many people were affected by mental illness last year, and what it really did to everybody. So this event we started putting together is really to raise awareness against the stigma. We are going to, so the reason why it's sleeping in for a good cause is because we're showing how there's a direct correlation to sleep deprivation and mental illness. So the whole concept behind this is we're offering 6 different donation levels. Why are we laughing?
Because I literally just talked about this before the show.
Yeah.
I really need to get more sleep.
More sleep. Oh yeah. Yeah. Perfect, right? So we offer 6 different donation levels, and every donation level will correlate to the amount of sleep that you're allowed to take off and sleep in that day. Full disclosure, you must get pre-approval from your boss before you just sleep in for 9 extra minutes. But it's really cool. We've I don't know, we've been working so hard on this, and we're so excited because this is an industry-wide event that has social impact written all over it. And I don't know, Dave, help me add to it. What would you like to say about it?
Yeah, I think it's, what kind of spurred the idea for the beneficiary essentially was, there are so many events out there right now for everything else, whether it's, brain injuries or heart disease or whatever it is. And this is one that it doesn't get talked about as much, right? There's certainly a stigma around mental health, and, a perception among some that you can just be happy your way out of it, right? It's not really as big of an issue as some of these other health issues out there, but it is, there's 300+ million people, I think the stats say, that suffer from depression out there. And 75% of the people that suffer from depression report issues with insomnia. And so the two are very closely tied, that people who don't get enough sleep are more prone to depression and anxiety and things like that. And so we just wanted to do something to kind of raise awareness for that. And so tying in an event where you can donate to get to sleep in to help support this organization. We were just debating on whether you pronounce it NAMI or NAMI, and we're told that you can do it either way. So the beneficiary that we're raising funds for is NAMI of Wake County, which is actually in the Raleigh area. NAMI itself is a national organization. In fact, I have a good friend from college here down the street whose son started suffering from depression and anxiety at a very young age, and he started writing music to cope with that. And now they have a festival that's actually next week that supports the NAMI chapter here in Johnson County in Kansas City. So it's a great organization. They do some amazing things. So happy to support them.
Yeah, it's amazing. And the reason why we chose the Wake County version of this, the chapter, was because we knew that whatever we could accumulate in funds for this fundraiser will probably just be lemonade stand money to the National Alliance. So we chose a local chapter because, at PromoCares, we're all about community and giving back. And we want to be able to do more for a much, smaller area, I guess. I'm probably not saying that right, but I know that's why we decided it.
It's better to do that than spread it out and give not enough to a bunch of different groups.
Right. And we've been working very closely with Annie Schmidt over there. She's one of the directors. She's been absolutely amazing. We're actually, she's going to be at our event on the 8th. So the event is, we sleep in the morning of the 8th, which is ironically the day that the clocks change back, the day after. So you always go back to work. You're like, oh, I have to go back to work an hour early. Now we're kind of letting you sleep in during that time. So during the day, that evening, we're also going to have a happy hour, and everyone that donated is going to be invited, and it'll be really fun. We're going to have like some bars set up in like Wonder Me, maybe. I'm not sure yet. That's something that I think Promo Kitchen or CommonSku used in the past, but to be announced. But yeah, we're going to have an event that night. But in the interim, the fun part about this event is that we chose 50 people, including ourselves, the board members, as champions for our event, which is really excited. Jeff and Stephen, you guys, as you know, you are part of this.
Can't wait to sleep.
We chose 50 people in our industry that have, not only good reputations, but great personalities. They also have give back, mentalities. They have big personalities in our industry. They're influencers in our industry. So we chose them to be our champions. And what we're doing is we sent out an entire social media toolkit to them. In the toolkit, it gives them statistics. It gives them hashtags, people to tag, a welcome video. There's a lot of good stuff in there, but we also have a calendar, which is what's really fun about all this. And we're sending you a merch kit, and the merch kit is full of stuff from our sponsors. Dave, I'll let you talk about that in a minute, but the calendar has you putting out something every week. So we have about 8 weeks of stuff to keep this going, to keep the fundraising going. And then after that, we're going to keep going with other things, interviews and videos and fun things to keep everybody involved in the fundraising. And then come November 8th, we're all going to sleep in for a good cause.
Yeah, we got some great sponsors involved. I can actually give them a shout out. Here, I could do it. There we go. Yes.
Oh, your mask and your pillow.
Oh no, I thought I was being so fancy here. There you go.
Yeah, nice.
Gold Star. They don't.
S&S, Sacco, Chameleon Like, Danique, just a whole group of really great sponsors. So awesome to have them involved, and the kits are really cool. In fact, I'm going to go help pack them up tonight and get them in the mail. And we will have those available for the first X number of donors at a certain level too. So stay tuned for all of those details next week as well.
Yeah, it's interesting that this that we're talking about this today, coming off headlines of yesterday. If you guys have been watching the Olympics, with Simone Biles going through some mental health challenges, and so it just, it's like you mentioned, it's something that has had a stigma, and I think it's becoming more aware. And what happened, over the past 48 hours has definitely brought it into the mainstream for communication and bigger discussions. So it's cool that you guys are supporting a group like that that's going to help further, with their initiatives. So.
And they're on the front line. They really are. They're always asking for volunteers. They're always doing their own internal fundraising. And it was really cool. We jumped on a call with them to kind of, we had been pitching it back and forth, and then they're like, go with it. We trust you. So we finally got them on a call, and we pitched the whole thing to them. And the whole time their mouths were just like they were just so impressed by how far we had taken this for them. They were like, if we don't have to do anything. I'm like, well, we kind of need your bank account information. No big deal, but we got to be able to
give you money. Yeah.
We want to be able to give you money. So, and they were like, So no, we have the full support of NAMI, which is amazing. And yeah, this is going to be just huge.
Well, it's funny about the event. I can't tell you how many people I've heard say what I wouldn't give for some more sleep. I'm like, actually, that's exactly what I think this event's going to be. You can just give more and sleep more.
Yeah.
So,
And now the hall pass that you'll get that gives you permission to sleep in, approved by your employers. It applies that day, and the happy hour is at night. We should have done, like, for a bonus, you get a sleep in pass for the day after the happy hour in retrospect.
does it come with spousal approval?
I don't know about that. You're on your own there.
Doctor's note or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we have the hall pass that's going to go out. We have all the sponsor information. Oh, the one thing with the kits that we're going to send out, the reason why we chose these sponsors and for our merch kit, the merch kit is just initially going out to our 50 champions. But every product that we chose, it came from a supplier that has a give back component. And the box itself from Chameleon Like is completely, like, it's made of all sustainable materials. The ink that's used is algae based. So some really incredible stuff that we put in this box for our champions. And just, if you're not sure where to look or where to go for this information, no worries. You're not going to be able to hide from it over the next couple of months. So we will have everything up on our social media sites, the PromoCares social media sites, and on our website. A press release is going out tomorrow. And then the champions, keep an eye out for your boxes and your emails. Jeff, you look like you have a fancy question for us.
No, not a fancy question, just a really nice statement. You know, Meg Erber has a very special set of skills. She will find you.
Hey, David, just one plug for PromoCares. If people are looking for suppliers to try to give back with their purchasing, or have them spread that initiative to their customers, is that you want to share how people can find the PromoCares suppliers that are kind of
Yeah, for sure. There's actually a listing on the PromoCares website, which is promocares.org. And that's also where the Sleep In for Good page will live when it goes live next week. But if you go to the promocares.org website, there's a tab that says suppliers, and there's a list of all the suppliers and kind of what they do, how they give back, whether they have eco-friendly lines or they're doing some sort of give back to charity, things like that. And that list is updated as frequently as we get new information from new suppliers. There is also a filter. If you're a Sage user and Distributor Central user, there's a PromoCares filter in those product databases as well. So you can actually filter search results by suppliers who have some sort of give back program. And then certainly on the CommonSku platform as well, if you're looking up suppliers in the profiles out there, there's an area where they can highlight things they're doing in terms of give back or eco-friendly lines as well. A few different places to get that information out there.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Danny Rosen's killing it in the comments. Meg Erber and Mandy Rudd are rock star orchestrators of the PromoCares event. Big ideas into action. Please join and support and sleep in. You'll have the sweetest dreams.
And as long as I don't dream about Danny in that mask, I'll be fine.
I mean, that's what dreams are made of, isn't it? Melissa Newman also chimed in and said that she's worked for 6 years in inpatient mental health and loves that you're raising awareness to reduce the stigma around psychiatric disabilities. So pretty cool. And then of course, Mandy Rudd, back to your comment about, doing something for a more local or regional level and making a bigger impact, basically. It's kind of like taking a drop of food coloring and, dropping it in like a glass of water versus dropping it in the ocean. So pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So it's similar in this could, evolve in the same direction. When we started the Big Slick event in Kansas City that Mandy and I work on for the Children's Mercy Hospital, the funds raised there were very small and they were for a very specific department at the hospital, and over the years as it's grown, it supports more the efforts of the hospital now. And I could see this doing the same over time.
Yeah, that's a great point. This is our first annual event. So we hope that, this is going to grow, and we tried to keep it small, but when you say it, I don't think there's anything small about this event. Yeah. But hopefully over the next couple of years, it grows into something as big as that, which is really exciting.
Yeah. So how do we get employers to sign off on our hall passes?
That's a great question. I think you just have to have that, you can show them what we're doing and be like, listen, man, Nick, this is for good calls. And did you see Megan? We gave her an MMA a nickname last week of Megan Megatron Urbanator Erber. You don't want her coming after.
Oh Lord, I think
So we threatened him. Got it.
Yeah.
Always
Threaten Nick. All right, fair enough. I'll let you handle that one. All right. So what else can we talk about in regards to sleep in for good? I know what you kind of mentioned. You said it's for every dollar raised, it's an extra minute. Is that what you said?
So we do have 6 different donation levels. And then when we do put this up there, you'll see how your monetary donations actually help NAMI. So we're doing $9 for 9 minutes. That's your initial snooze. You get that snooze button that pays for 3 calls to NAMI helpline, which covers resources, referrals, and an empathetic listening ear. The second donation level is $16 for 16 minutes, which shows one of our NAMI volunteers that the hope that they bring to the community is valued and appreciated. From what I took from that, it was in the form of a promotional product. So that $16 average was something they gave back to them. I could be wrong, but that's what I took from that. $28 for 28 minutes. It helps to educate one person to better understand their loved one's illness or their own. $46 for 46 minutes. It helps.
Now we're talking.
Oh yeah, helps.
Yeah, I'm gonna need more than 9 minutes for sure.
Yeah, I am sure. Well, we wanted to start off small. Not everybody can donate the $100 or more, so we wanted to be able to give different levels. So the $46 helped 3 people learn better coping skills through one of their self-care programs. $77 for 77 minutes. It covers the cost of 1 support group to meet. And $99 for 99 minutes funds the Ending the Silence presentation intended to It's presented, intended to educate middle and high school aged youth about how to prevent suicide. I figured I'd get that out, but yeah.
Very cool. So there's not like a 4 extra hours type of.
Well,
I need the whole day.
Glad you asked.
If you pay enough, we'll let you do it.
We are offering this, the merch kits, limited edition merch kit for anyone, first 100 donors or more, that donate $100 or more to the event. So limited edition, keep that in mind.
Cool stuff.
I just had a good thought too. Like if I was thinking about the spouse line, what if we want to gift it to our spouse to let them sleep in?
You can actually do that. This is an option.
Yeah.
Sweet thought, Stephen.
If you are the CEO or the employer and you want to gift these 9 minutes to your employees, you can donate $9 for every one of your employees and let them sleep in.
So I have another relevant question here. Can you inform my kids that we're supposed to be sleeping in?
That's the trick right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I found the one loophole that couldn't be closed. All right.
We can probably all look forward to TikTok videos from Meg over the coming weeks with the actual merch. So that'll probably generate the donations right there.
Yeah, Mandy says to stay tuned to the PromoCares social channels in the coming weeks on how you can participate for sure.
Yep,
So,
absolutely.
all right. Is there any other information you guys want to cover on Sleep In for Good? I think it's a great cause, super thing that we can all do in the industry. We can participate in, and we get something out of as well, which is pretty cool. So, yeah. Anything else you guys want to provide?
Nope, that's it.
I think that, everything else will be revealed next week.
All right. All right. Any
rapid fire?
Any teaser or a day or a time that people should be tuned in for that information?
You know what? That's the great thing about this. We're giving our social media kit is like per week, but we want you guys to be able to choose the day of the week that you want to put out your post. So it'll be all week next week, most likely, and for the next 7 to 8 weeks.
Okay, that's all for the champions. But is there a formal? I guess.
So the formal announcement is actually going out tomorrow. Yeah, everywhere with the press releases and yeah.
All right. Very good. All right. Do you guys want to do a rapid fire, or do we want to wrap it up?
I guess we'll do rapid fire. Steven said it.
Oh, did I mess it up?
Steven, you're going to have to go first.
All right.
No, you're good.
Since I see the guitars in the back, David, this is for everybody, of course. Acoustic songs or electric songs related to the guitars?
we talking song names or preference of electric?
No, preference over acoustic versus electric.
Oh, gotcha. That's tough because, the acoustic guitars are my best friend around a campfire, but I also love rocking a loud Gibson Les Paul on stage as well.
I would say acoustic for me. I think I want to learn how to play. It's on my bucket list. So not the electric. I can't see myself being like,
solo face.
yeah.
You can't see yourself doing that. I mean, we all actually just saw you doing it.
We just did. Yeah. We just saw it.
It was pretty good. It was the best air guitar I've seen in a while. I would definitely say acoustic as well. But like David, it's a sort of a toss up. I mean, you can't really pick one.
That's the point of these questions, guys. Are supposed to be difficult.
I picked one.
To choose one.
I'm just saying.
You did good.
Now for breaking the rules. I'm sorry.
I'll choose electric.
Okay.
All right, fair enough. Meg Erber, what is your rapid fire question?
All right. Favorite outdoor activity right now?
Haven't you asked this one before?
Well, it's today.
I'm gonna say the soccer that I'm playing. I'm enjoying it.
I mean, that's what I figured, because we're all talking about outdoor activities. Yeah. It's not jogging.
Jogging.
No kidding. I can definitely agree with that. It is way too hot for any of that. As a matter of fact, the only thing that I'm really doing outside, probably mowing the grass, and I don't even is that even
yard work?
Hobby it's a favorite right now.
I want to say hiking. I'm hoping to get out to Colorado one more time this summer.
There you go.
And hit the mountains.
Yeah.
I love hiking and kayaking, I'd have to say, for me.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the kayaking a lot, but I'm not able to get out every weekend. So, there's that. Sorry, Meg.
Sleep if you love.
Yeah. All right.
What's your rapid fire, Jeff?
What is my rapid fire? I don't know. I don't actually have. Dave, do you have one? I need another second.
Since we're all kind of out and about lately, what's the best meal you've had lately?
I don't think I've been out to dinner.
No, not yet.
I'll start it. Oh, you had a lobster roll, Meg?
I had a lobster roll. That was bang.
Yeah.
Me and the missus went out to a coffee place for a brunch, and we had a really good brunch. Hadn't had brunch in a long time. It was awesome. It was like an egg scramble. It was good.
I would say probably one of the best things I've had relatively recently would be Thai food. Like I love good Thai food. And when you find like a really good Thai food place, it's like a treasure because they're not all created equal. They're really not.
It's absolutely true. Yeah. I've got one up the street, and same person's been running it for a long time. Very sweet person. Always treats you like royalty when you come in, and they make amazing food. So I'd echo the Thai food sentiment.
Nice. Well, I guess I'll just stick with that path for my question. And what is your favorite ethnic food category?
Thai.
Probably have Thai more than any others, but love Indian as well.
I don't think I've ever had Indian food.
No.
I don't think so.
They're not all created equal either. You got to find your place.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like pho, but it's not my favorite. I would have to say Italian, but I really, really love a good pho or a really good ramen, like a really good one, even in the middle of the summer.
All right. Well, pho is Vietnamese and ramen is Japanese, correct? So pick one.
Yes.
Some sort of brothy noodle dish.
A brothy noodle dish. That's yeah. All right. Fair enough. For me, it's a toss up between Thai and here's the thing. If it's like a legit authentic Mexican joint like that, that shit's the bomb.
Yeah.
But that in America is like impossible to find. Very, very few places have that. I'm sure Southern California and Texas are among the best. But outside of those places, I haven't really found any good Mexican joints, like legit authentic stuff. So I'm going to go with Thai because that shit's just good.
Sounds good.
All right.
I'm hungry.
I know. Is it lunchtime now?
Very cool.
It's
Yeah,
here.
it's definitely lunchtime. I'm hungry and could go for some Thai food right now. But look, if you enjoyed the conversation, if you joined the podcast and you are looking forward to sleeping in for good, we've got this fine broadcast was brought to you by our good friends over at Tervis. And look, so they added stainless to their well-established line about 2 years ago with the goal of being better than the competition by utilizing state-of-the-art custom 360-degree UV printing. And they've got available in 4 different sizes, a 12-ounce, 20-ounce, or 30-ounce, and also a 24-ounce water bottle, and now 24, 30, or 40-ounce wide mouth bottles. They've got a 5-year warranty. They're 18-8 copper lined, vacuum insulated, and they keep your drinks hot for 8 hours, and they keep your drinks cold for 24 hours, which is pretty awesome. So go check them out at tervispromos.com. You will not be sorry that you did, as David on cue takes a nice swig from his Tervis tumbler. Very good. All right, guys. Well, look, really appreciate it. David, thank you so much for being on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And joining us and talking us through this incredible event you guys have coming up.
Awesome.
We'll see you next week.
Looking forward to get it live next week. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right. Take care, guys.
You guys. Bye.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Promo Corner's Industry Insider. For more great content from industry thought leaders, including podcasts, blogs, and videos, visit promocorner.com.